Good afternoon. We are going to show you a ruck. This is a great beginner's back carry. It's a good back carry for smaller babies too because it's a higher carry. So the tricks and tips you want with a ruck are you want it nice and high up on your back so the top rail goes straight back from your shoulders to all the way across your baby's back. And then you want a good strand by strand tightening on the shoulders to keep it from sagging, and you don't want too deep of a seat. Alright, I'm going to use my big guy this time, he asked. So I'm going to take the middle marker and put it in the middle of his back. This is a base -2 size, and you can do this with possibly a base -3 or longer wrap. It's just a matter of figuring out what to do with the longer tails. Okay, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh.
Hi, buddy. But you can still see.
Mm-hmm. Can you say hi? Okay. So I'm going to pin the tails to the top rail so he can't sag down nice and tight. And then reach down and pull the width of the wrap down, and then reach under his legs to pull the seat up. Okay, so when you've got a good seat, you should be able to gather the tails up, and provided your child doesn't like to bounce and straighten their legs a whole bunch, like mine do, don't do it. I said don't. You should be able to just walk around like this and have a nice seat. With knees above bum, and the weight being here, not under the knees. So I'm going to pin one tail, doesn't matter which one, and I'm going to, if you have a really wiggly baby, you want to leave your hand up underneath their rear end so they don't bounce out, like this one's trying to, and then you just want to pull section by section, gathering and tightening, so all the slack is out of the middle of the wrap. And then bring that tail over this leg, going behind the knee, not pinning the calf, and then under and underneath this leg. So you can see I've got the seat pinned down with that pass. And pin, do the same thing on the other side. Starting at the top, pulling it nice and snug, inch by inch through the width of the wrap. So there's no slack, he can't sag. And again, reach back, feel for the knee. You want it to be behind the knee and over the seat, pinning it down, and then under the other leg, and then bounce and tighten and tie in front. So we'll go over this again. We've got a nice, see the horizontal top rail, he's not sagging down. If the top rail is horizontal, the weight is up here rather than pulling back on my shoulders. The seat is not too deep. His knees are slightly above, but just about level with his bum. With too deep of a seat, you get sagging, and you get the weight being pulled back as well. It's especially important with a big kid like this one. And then I've strand by strand tightened, can you lift your arm up so they can see? Through the width, so you can see there's not much bunching or slack in there. I've pulled all the bunching down to where his knees are. And we've got our passes pinning behind the knee, over and under on both sides before tying in front. I'll show you what it looks like if you don't get a good strand by strand tighten through that top rail. And you get a ruck that sags. Whoops, did you lose your seat? Okay, well, we'll just start over. But I am not going to tighten the top. You can see what happens if I don't strand by strand tighten, if I just gather up my tail without tightening and very quickly do my over under. Ooh, see how he leans back? That is not what you want. That is not a well-tightened ruck. And now we sag. So that is the importance of, you're not supposed to get out. That shows you how important it is to strand by strand tighten through your carries. All right, I'll put you down. Can you wave bye-bye?
Bye.